Welcome to Autofaze. On this video, I'm finally releasing the info. Lots of people have been asking for it. I always forget it. That's right, I'm dropping some knowledge. The tire and wheel offset setup that we rock on the Autofaze WS6. You know what, we might as well just make this the official video for custom offsets for 4th gen F bodies. I'm going to dive into the WS6 behind me. And I'm also going to share Tim's offset and tire specs. It's one of the most asked questions on the channel and on Instagram and stuff like that, and I always forget, so let's just drop some knowledge real quick. Let's get into it. Let's dive into it real quick. On the fronts, 18 by 9s, plus 28 offset, 275, 35, 18 for the tire. For the rear, 18 by 11, plus 43 offset, 305, 40, 18 for the tire. Someone out there is probably wondering why the huge difference in tire size. Well, it's 25.6 inch tire up front and a 27.6 inch tire in the back. And the reason we did that is because when we go to the track on the 15s, which I'll throw some images up right now, we rock a 275/60, which of course is a 28 inch tall tire. So I didn't want there to be a huge differential whenever we're out cruising on the street, looking for some trouble, just having some fun, or getting some ice cream. There you go, you've seen some pictures of both. The 15s on the back, they're just run-of-the-mill, whatever, you know, it's the F-body offset. This is not a narrowed rear end, it's a standard length rear end. Here it is, the cat is out of the bag. The Autofaze WS6 wheel and tire specs. Now you can get these wheel and tire specs, but really you gotta lower your car to make it look so good. On this one we're rocking Vikings up front, and we're rocking a BMR lowering spring in the rear. Of course we also have Viking struts in the back, all double adjustable, all that cool stuff. Now let's go ahead and move on to Tim's Collector's Edition Trans Am. These pictures that we did a really rad fall set, which you saw, and we also did some shots for Tim's Ceta for Weld wheels. He rocks a little bit of a different setup. He rocks an 18 by 10 plus 41 up front, and he's rocking the same size tire, 275, 35, 18. Now in the back, he's rocking the same wheel setup as we are. I'm sure you've seen some of that video. I actually saw those wheels in person before we ordered these. 18 by 11 plus 43. In these pictures, he's rocking a 305, 35, 18, which is equivalent to a 26.4. I did have to write that down because I don't have that tire diameter memorized. So anyway, I got a little cheat sheet. But he later on switched recently to the same size tire that we're running. That's a 305. I don't know why I say O instead of 0. Maybe it just sounds cooler, right? A 305 40, 18. So now me and him are both rocking the same size tire setup in the rear. The reason I went with the custom offset for this car is I wanted to be able to look down the side of the body line and the wheel to just be perfectly flush. And this setup is. A lot of people ask me in person locally, why didn't I run the standard 18 by 10 that a lot of the F-body guys do? That's because we wanted to kind of use this as a universal wheel, because we couldn't really afford a true-on drag pack setup, so we don't have skinnies for the front, which would be, I think this car would look really good with like a 17 up front, like a 17 by 4. Do they make a 17 by 4? Anyway, or even a 15. 15's all the way around. But since we couldn't afford that, we decided to go with a smaller size up front and give it like a 2-inch difference, but still have enough where it's flush with the fender. So that's why we went with the 18 by 9, so it's kind of more versatile. We can use it on the track. Sure, it's not as, doesn't weigh as less as a true, drag wheel up front, but it still saves us a little bit more weight versus the 18 by 10. That was kind of the thought process behind it, kind of having a more of an old school muscle look where it's a little bit skinnier at front and bigger in the back. If I was to do it over again, I'd probably go with a 18 by 8 because I don't feel like the 18 by 9 versus 18 by 11 is a true difference as far as the look we were going for. But I feel like the stance overall is absolutely perfect. We rock Viking coilovers up front, fully adjustables, and we rock BMR lowering springs in the back. A lot of guys have been fast on BMR springs. We haven't yet. I've only been to the track on the old setup, not the new one yet, but I promise that's going to be coming next season. We signed up for our first drive and drag event, so that's pretty cool. As of right now, the wife's going to be driving and I'll be the co-pilot, so that's going to be pretty rad. We'll film all that, but I just wanted to real quick pop in and make this video. What is the custom offset that looks absolutely beautiful on 4th gen F bodies? And it's what I just told you. It really does look great, especially for a street setup. We actually run Nittos on the back, and they came out with the new Nitto drag radiator literally 2 weeks after we put these on. I don't remember what these are. So on the back, we rock the Nitto 555R drag radial, and like I said, they came out with a new one that's supposed to be, which I've seen the results of that on guys that are running, I've seen a pass in the upper 9s on the newer drag radial from Nitto. So once these are done, we'll be swapping with those. I thought it'd be interesting maybe if we do some back-to-backs with the 15s versus the 18s and see maybe what the difference is in 60-foot and overall AT. Thought that might be kind of a cool video to do one time. If you guys think it is, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. And now when someone asks, I can just say, hey, check out the video. So there you have it. The custom offsets that look absolutely beautiful on a 4th gen F body. I have seen some guys that do autocross run 18 by 11s all the way around with a plus 43. And that looks pretty solid too. But I mean, I do like to have that difference. Even if it's just 1 inch versus 2 inches. I think on a street setup, it just looks absolutely stunning. I hope you guys like it too. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.